Happy holidays, and welcome to the First Light Newscast. I'm Talia Landry.
And I'm Melissa Hill. In our last update regarding litigation around First Light Resort and Casino, we were waiting on the approval of the motion for the tribe to intervene. This would mean that the tribe can participate in future court proceedings. Before that approval, the tribe was not involved and was not allowed to fight in court on our own behalf. Since then, the tribe, along with the U.S. Department of Justice, filed notices to appeal the federal district court ruling that challenged the federal court's government authority to designate tribal land in Mashpee and Taunton as reservation. The chairman also stated in a message he posted on December 8th that he received a letter from the Bureau of Indian Affairs saying that they were prepared to consider a revision for its initial record of decision based on the fact that the tribe was under federal jurisdiction in 1934. When the Indian Reorganization Act became law. The letter states that the department has not made a determination as to whether the tribe was under federal jurisdiction in 1934. Therefore, they are inviting the tribe to submit evidence for the department to reconsider determining the issue on remand. Following the tribe's submission, the plaintiffs will have a 30-day window to submit their own evidence, arguments, or responses to the tribal materials. The tribe will receive all of their submissions and have a 15-day window to reply. Once the department receives all of its submissions, it will review and prepare a decision on whether the tribe was under federal jurisdiction in 1934 and thus eligible to have land taken into trust. The chairman ended his message by stating, "I am confident that our tribal homeland will be preserved by the federal government. The evidence that our tribe was under federal jurisdiction in 1934 is compelling. I have no doubt that once all the evidence is reviewed, the Interior Department will issue a revised record of decision. We intend to succeed at both."
Further litigation updates in Indian country regards to the water protectors in Standing Rock. A great victory for the Standing Rock Sioux Nation as the Army Corps of Engineers announced that the permit for the proposed easement to run under the Missouri River north of the Sioux Reservation has been denied. The Dakota Access Pipeline that runs 1,172 miles will have to conduct more environmental studies to find an alternative route for the pipeline, halting any further construction. Many protectors are staying and more are coming in as the winter has hit. Many protectors will not leave until machines are gone and construction is definitely stopped. Mashpee Wampanoag tribal member Anawan Whedon is in North Dakota again and went live on Facebook a few weeks ago to update his Eastern family, along with anyone willing to listen, what is really going on at the front line. He reports that though they are saying permits are being denied, the company is still working and they have no intention on stopping. Winter has already hit the camps and protectors are facing critical weather. The weather is making it very unsafe for travel, so many people are suggested not to come. But if you still want to support everybody at the front lines, spread the word, talk about what is happening, contact your legislators, and make sure that the government keeps their word. You can also visit the Stand with Standing Rock website and sign the letter to Obama, or you can also donate to the tribe at standwithstandingrock.net/donate.
In other news, the Old Indian Meeting House Committee held their annual Native American Thanksgiving celebration, We Gather Together.
Today, the Mashpee Wampanoag tribe, family and friends are having a Native Thanksgiving celebration where they're starting here at the Old Indian Meeting House with prayer and ceremony and wrapping up at the Government Center for drumming and food.
This social is by far one of my favorites of the year. It's like a pre-Thanksgiving with all the best traditional food. Needless to say, the food doesn't last very long. This is not to be confused with our annual intertribal potluck, held on the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Continuing the holiday spirit, the Alice May Lopez Memorial Statue Committee put on a holiday craft fair where local artisans came from across the Cape to sell their best items. Shoppers had many choices of decorations and potential unique Christmas gifts as they strolled through the booths.
I've been an artist. I've always just been able to draw and loved drawing, and so the airbrush is just another way to express yourself as an artist. And you can do things with an airbrush that you can't, real quick. How would you paint that that fast in any way?
As many know, Alice May Lopez was the director of the Mashpee Wampanoag Housing Department and developed the first Mashpee Wampanoag housing program to bring over $500,000 to tribal families in housing assistance. The memorial statue is to honor her legacy of work she has done for the people as she was taken too soon at the early age of 49. The fund for the statue has reached over $50,000 with a goal of $100,000. Any further donations can be made payable to the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribe, care of Carol A. Lopez, at 483 Great Neck Road South, Mashpee, Mass.
Now we'll go over to Kobe Howerton for an update from the youth.
Thanks, Talia. The Youth Council held their first annual Youth Council inauguration, where Mashpee Wampanoag Tribal Youth Council members were inaugurated into their elective seats by the tribal chairman, Cedric Cromwell. With the winter weather approaching, the youth decided to go to some of the tribal elders' houses to do some yard work. The Youth Rec Nights that have been happening every Saturday night is having some holiday cheer this weekend, featuring raffles, door prizes, holiday movies, and more. Don't be a Grinch this Saturday, December 17th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Community and Government Center. That's all we have for an update. On behalf of the tribal youth, I would like to wish your tribal family a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Now back to you, Talia and Melissa.
Thanks, Kobe. Don't miss the upcoming workshops Tribal Services is offering for the community. On January 11th, learn to manage your budget at the free Creating a Budget workshop. The program will be held at the Community and Government Center from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Space is limited, so if you're interested in participating, contact Cassie Jackson at 508-477-0208, extension 142, or cjackson@mwtribe.com. And on Tuesday, January 17th, the Education Department will be hosting a FAFSA night from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Tribal Community and Government Center. So if you are an interested student, already enrolled, or a parent of a student, join the Ed Department as they assist with the process and answer any questions regarding the FAFSA. For more information, please contact Education Department Director, Natana Hicks Greendeer, at 508-477-0208, extension 149, or at natana.greendeer@mwtribe.com.
Don't forget the new hours for the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribe Food Pantry. Eligible tribal members are instructed to retrieve their monthly food orders on Mondays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., Tuesdays 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Wednesdays 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Thursdays 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., and they are closed on Fridays. Please contact Sharon Hendricks with any questions.
In other news, the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribe Housing Commission has 3 open seats. The Housing Commission is tasked with policy-level goals, determinations, and review to guide the Housing Department. Duties and responsibility of the Commission include, but are not limited to, creating the Indian Housing Plan, policies, enforcement of housing-related tribal law, department oversight, and regulatory compliance. If you're interested in serving as a housing commissioner, please send a letter of interest to Francie Doughton at f.doughton@mwtribe.com.
Every new year brings new changes, and with the 2017 new year around the corner, it is important to remind you of that very change that you will help decide. The Mashpee Wampanoag Tribal Election Committee extends notice to all enrolled tribal members who will turn 18 of age on or before Sunday, February 12, 2017. They are required to complete a voter registration form in order to vote at the general elections. You can obtain a form from the Community and Government Center during the regular work hours from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. The committee is also looking for volunteers and monitors to help on the election day. If interested, please contact Latoya Green at lgreen@mwtribe.com. The elections will be held for the seats of chairperson, vice chairperson, secretary, treasurer, and one tribal council member. Again, Election Day will be held on Sunday, February 12th, 2017. Before we sign out, we have a brief message from our current chairman, Cedric Cromwell.
Good day, my friends in tribal community. I'm Cedric Cromwell, chairman of the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribe. So good to see and talk with everybody. It's been a while since we last connected, but we've had a great year with the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribe. 2016 was an amazing year where we got land into trust with our reservation proclamation on January 8th. It was so exciting to know that after 400 plus years, our ancestors fought so hard and we're able to have land into trust. And guess what? The land is still in the trust. I'll talk about that in a moment, but also on January 11th, we had our flag raising ceremony for our tribal nation, and we had a great turnout from Mashpee Town Selectmen, tribal elders, clan mothers, our chief medicine man, tribal council, and our community. And that was really exciting to commemorate that we are a federal sovereign tribal nation on our trust land. And yes, we are a nation. We still remain and live here. I have some really exciting news as well to share with you. It's how our email addresses and how our website for the tribe will be seen in the future. We've established our .gov URL and our email address. It's actually mwtribe-nsn, Native Sovereign Nations.gov. It's how the world will see our tribe. We're a sovereign nation. We're a government. We're a tribal nation. And this nomenclature is so important as to how the world will see us and how we're communicated to and with by our friends, neighbors, state, federal government, and even within our community. So this is a huge feat, and it's a very important status that's rare to get, but we certainly meet that need because, again, from a Native Sovereign Nation status, .gov, that's how we'll be communicated. And we had an amazing powwow this year, 4th of July weekend. It's our homecoming. We had a lot of tribal friends and family that came out. We rejoiced with our tribal community as well as with our friends and neighbors, and so we were just so excited about that. Recently, we had the Elders Christmas party, and that was a huge success, and having a great holiday season with our elders and reminiscing about what took place this year. In fact, we had elders tribal elections this year, and Joanne Fry became the elders chairman, and we were so excited about that win for Joanne because Joanne does well with our tribal elders, and we cheer Joanne on. Also, Victoria Firmino became our youth tribal council chairperson, and Victoria looks to serve well with the tribal youth and with our tribe and work with the tribal council and the community. And so that was another exciting situation. We also had our potluck social this year, and that was a big turnout. We had our tribal drums, we had tribal foods and tribal community. And when you put all that together, it's fun, it's fulfillment, it's family, it's community, and it's exciting. This year was great. A lot of federal funds came through the door that supported many important programs for our tribe. We have 110 plus tribal employees and about 98% of tribal employment within our tribal operations infrastructure. We're really excited about that. As we create economies for our tribe and for our friends and neighbors, we look to First Light as being a groundbreaking, first-in-class, best-in-class resort on our trust lands in the great city of Taunton. We've got litigation going on with plaintiffs that are suing the United States and saying that the federal government did not have the jurisdiction to take land into trust, but we know better. While we're dealing with that litigation, I really want to commend our community, our tribal government, our friends out there, and the federal government in support because we shall prevail. That case was remanded back to the United States for resubmission under Category 1, which is federal jurisdiction. We're confident, I'm highly optimistic that we're going to prevail. In fact, our team has all the submissions ready, and we'll submit by January 7th, so we're really excited about that. We filed a motion to intervene with the federal court saying that, hey, listen, we can represent ourselves well. And so with the appeal process, last week we filed the notice to appeal along with the United States for Category 2, Indians on a reservation as of 1934. Our history is so strong. Our leadership is amazing, and our ancestors paved the way to ensure that the United States could recognize us and support our sovereignty. So self-determination is so important, and we continue to move forward together. I'm Cedric Cromwell, Chairman of the Mashpee Wampanoag Tribe. Very excited to talk to you, and I look forward to speaking with you in 2017. We're going to have an exciting year. We'll win the court case. We'll also have land into trust certified. The land is still into trust, but we continue to move our nation forward, and we'll build First Light. We'll strengthen our community. We'll reestablish strong relationships with our neighbors, and we will continue to move forward together.
And that's it for our First Light News Update. We here at Mashpee TV and the First Light Newscast crew would love to wish you a happy holiday and wonderful new year.
Merry Christmas and see you next year.